Shipmates, your CNP John Nowell here, joined by one of our great leaders, Senior Chief Christina Koch from the My Navy HR team. We're taking time today to recognize 5 outstanding sailors. They're the 2020 recipients of the Captain Joy Bright Hancock and Master Chief Petty Officer Anna Durvartanian Leadership Awards.
These awards were established in 1987 and open to both men and women, which honor the visionary leadership of Navy service members whose ideals and dedication foster an inclusive culture while furthering the integration of women into the Navy.
Our awards board reviewed over 100 highly competitive packages, and the 5 sailors that were chosen are standouts for their dedication to their community, their peers, and the sailors that they lead. Their commitment to the development of women in the Navy is outstanding and fully embodies the spirit of these awards. Now, before we find out who the recipients are, let's get a quick history lesson on who the awards are named after.
Captain Joy Bright Hancock guided the women accepted for volunteer emergency service, better known as the Waves, through the difficult years of World War II. She also played an instrumental role in assuring the passage of the Women Armed Services Integration Act of 1948, which created a permanent place for women as part of the regular Navy. Master Chief Anna Durvartanian made history as the first female in the U.S. Armed Forces to be promoted to the rank of E9. Both these iconic women spent the majority of their lives acting as stewards for female integration into the United States Navy.
First up is the 2020 Master Chief Petty Officer Anna Durvartanian Leadership Award winners in the category of Junior and Senior Enlisted. The winners are Petty Officer First Class Nicole Guerrero for the Junior category, and for our Senior Enlisted, Senior Chief Angela K. Kugler. Senior, tell us a little bit about these 2 winners.
Well, Sir STG-1 Guerrero is stationed on board USS Fort Worth as the leading sonar technician petty officer. Her team was successful in the installation and testing of the first dual-mode array transmitter sonar system, AN SQS-62. Throughout her career, Petty Officer Guerrero displayed outstanding initiative by helping to establish a Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, or NJROTC program, at College Park High School, where over 500 students have since been able to learn about the Navy and naval history. She personally mentored 65 of these JRTC students twice a week for 3 years. She has pushed for STEM programs in her community and was recognized in her role for recruiting the most women into the advanced electronics and nuclear programs. Here's Petty Officer Guerrero.
Hi, I'm STG-1 Guerrero. As a Hispanic American woman serving in our Navy, inclusion has always been important to me, both personally and professionally. No one should ever be made to feel different or wrong due to their gender, their race, or their sexual orientation. And so this is such a great honor for me. I'd like to thank the Chief of Naval Personnel, Vice Admiral Knoll, the Sea Services Leadership Association, and finally I'd like to thank the USS Fort Worth for their mentorship, their guidance, and their support. Thank you.
Senior Chief Kugler currently serves on staff of Commander Submarine Squadron 19 as the Assistant Communications Officer and the Submarine Immediate Superior in Command, or ISSIC, Career Counselor. She's had quite a few firsts during her career. She was in the first cadre of enlisted women to join the submarine force, and during that time she qualified as Duty Chief Petty Officer and Diving Officer of the Watch. Outside of her official duties, Senior Chief served as a principal advisor to the Defense Advisory Committee on Women in the Services as they briefed Congress on issues impacting women throughout the Department of Defense.
Boy, Senior, I don't know about you, but I'm glad I don't have to compete against either one of them.
No, sir.
Next, we have the 2020 Captain Joy Bright Hancock Leadership Award winners. We have 3 categories here and 3 winners to announce. In the category of Limited Duty Officer Chief Warrant Officer, the recipient is CWO3 Jamie Evok. Taking home the award as the top junior officer is Lieutenant Megan Wilson. And in the senior officer category, we have the pleasure of honoring Commander Kim DaCosta Azar. Tell us about these amazing individuals, Senior.
Well, sir, Chief Warrant Officer Jamie Evok recently served as the Aviation Ordnance Branch Officer at Patrol Squadron 47 in Oak Harbor, Washington. She is described as a warfighter, teammate, and difference maker who's committed to developing her sailors. She fostered a positive work environment and reinforces the integral role of women in the Navy, especially within the aviation maintenance community. Her team was selected to ensure the successful upload of 2 live AGM-84D missiles in response to real-world crises during heightened tensions within 7th Fleet.
Hi, I'm Warrant Officer Jamie Evok, and I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for nominating me for the Captain Joy Bright Hancock Award. It's really, truly an honor to receive such a prestigious award, and I want to also thank VP 47's leadership for believing in my leadership style and abilities to even nominate me for such an award. Thank you to all the sailors that I've ever served with, led, or mentored along the way. Because if it wasn't for all of you, I definitely wouldn't be here today in the position that I am today. I learned something from each and every one of you, and I challenge you all to do the same. And I've also learned a lot from prior leaders that I've had, and I've applied bits and pieces from everybody's leadership style and made it my own. So thank you again for this opportunity. It's really a humbling experience, and I think I might still be in shock. So thanks again, and have a great Navy Day.
Lieutenant Wilson recently served as the training officer aboard USS John S. McCain. She reported to the command in the fall of 2017, where she demonstrated perseverance in rebuilding the crew tasked with taking the JSM back out to sea. She was a force multiplier and mentor who established a group called Women of McCain Empowerment Network, or WOMEN, a forum which brought male and female sailors together to discuss and provide training on everything from financial literacy to personal issues. Members of her organization felt empowered to reach out to their counterparts and diffuse any concerns of exclusion. This program has now taken root on the waterfront with USS Steatham, starting a similar women's group of their own.
I'm Lieutenant Megan Wilson, and I'm honored to be a recipient of the Captain Joy Bright Hancock Leadership Award. There's so many people that I'd like to thank for motivating and supporting me throughout my life and my career, but I'd like to give a huge shout out to the crew of John S. McCain, where I had amazing mentors, peers, and sailors who encouraged my ideas, made those ideas become a reality, and sometimes challenged those ideas, but it always fostered an environment of creative solution, and it really helped me grow into a better leader. John S. McCain made me feel like I belong and made me feel like I could make a difference. And that's something I'm going to take forward, and I hope that everybody strives for, making sure our people know that they belong and that they can make a difference too.
And finally, Commander DaCosta Azar, who recently served as the commanding officer for Unmanned Patrol Squadron 19. She became the first woman to command the Navy's first unmanned aircraft squadron, successfully developing 2 MQ-4C Triton unmanned aircraft systems for the first time in history. She also created and shaped a new parenthood and pregnancy program for the command, recognizing the concerns new mothers expressed in remaining competitive in their career goals while also balancing family planning. And she helped to remove barriers by working with Naval Air Forces, the Naval Aerospace Medical Institute, and PERS 43 to change established instructions and allow pregnant service members to continue flying duties through their 3rd trimester.
It's a tremendous honor to be in the same arena as fellow nominees, previous recipients, and to simply receive the Captain Joy Bright Hancock Leadership Award. The spirit of this award is about inclusion. I think it's important to note that inclusion goes a lot deeper than just including. It's about investing in everyone and knowing how to invest in them to afford them the opportunity to be successful, regardless of gender, race, or ethnicity. As leaders, we have an inherent responsibility to invest and serve everyone. Thank you to the sailors I have served that inspire me to be a better officer, and thank you for this tremendous honor.
Again, just incredible stories of service and leadership. So on behalf of our Navy family, let me say congratulations to one and all. These remarkable achievements are undoubtedly worth recognition. The 5 truly inspiring sailors we've just heard from and heard about are a credit to the Navy, and because of their dedication and devotion, we are all better for it. Our thanks to each of you. Thanks also for your service and the sacrifice of your family in all of your duty stations and wherever you have been and will go in the Navy. It's clear that you make a difference every single place.
Yes, congratulations to you all, and thank you so much for watching.